Continuing our work on index laws, the extended version, we've got our second example. It's asking us to simplify. Now the first one, A, it has 6 over B all to the power of 3. So we're going to do what we've done here. So in this situation we've got A over B all to the power of M, and then we split A to the M on the top and B to the M on the bottom. So let's do that here. We're going to have 6 to the power of 3 on top and B to the power of 3 on the bottom. Now we can simplify that a bit further. If you type 6 to the power of 3 in your calculator, it's going to give you 216, so that's going to be a number on the top, and then B to the power of 3 on the bottom. For part B of this example, we've got a slightly more complicated one, but it's just the same process, just take your time with it, you'll get there. Minus 2a squared on 3bc to the power of 3 all to the power of 4. So in this situation here, we'll just take it one step at a time. We've got on the top minus 2 to the power of 4, and then a squared times 4 is going to be 8. A to the 8 on top, and then on the bottom we've got 3 to the power of 4, so we'll pop that in there. B, that's b to the 1, 1 times 4 will be b to the 4, and c to the 3, 3 times 4, that's going to be c to the 12. Now the last thing we have to do is just put these numbers that we have here into our calculator, so we'll take the first one here, minus 2 all to the power of 4. So you type that in your calculator, making sure the negative is in the brackets. We get 16 on the top with the a to the 8, that's going to stay the same. Type in 3 to the 4 into your calculator, it's going to give you 81, b to the 4, c to the 12. Now it looked a bit hard, but if you take it step by step, it's no more difficult than this, it just takes more time. The last one we have is definitely the most difficult in regards to its looks, and it's just the same idea, just taking a bit more time, but we have to remember one other rule, and we'll look at that in a second. So the question is x squared y to the 3 over c, that's all to the power of 3, times, we've got another fraction, xc over y, all to the power of 4. Now with this situation here, we just take it step by step. The top, on this one here, we've got x squared 2 times 3, that's going to be x to the power of 6, and y to the 3, 3 times 3, that's y to the 9, over, we've got c to the power of 1, 1 times 3, that's going to be c to the 3. That's the first one. Next one, we've got x to the 1, 1 times 4, that's x to the 4. And we've got c to the 1, 1 times 4, that's c to the 4. And then the last one's y to the 1, 1 times 4, that's going to be y to the power of 4. Now if we remember, when we're multiplying any base numbers with powers, if they're the same base, we can add their powers. So let's see if we can do that here. So first of all, we've got x to the 6, and then there's an x to the 4, so we can simplify that. 6 plus 4 is going to be x to the power of 10. Now there's only the y to the power of 9 here, so we're going to write that in there. And then left over we've got c to the 4, it's the only c up the top, so we're going to do c to the 4 up there. Now on the bottom, c to the 3, there's no other c's on the bottom, so we're going to have c to the 3, and we've only got y to the 4 on the bottom, so we're just going to copy that down. Now remember as well, when we're dividing, we can subtract the powers, so the top ones minus the bottom ones. So let's see if we've got anything here. We've got x to the 10, well there's no other x's, so we're just going to write x to the 10. We've got y to the 9, there's a y on the bottom, 9 take away 4, that's y to the 5, and then we've got c to the 4 on top and c to the 3 on the bottom. We can do 4 take away 3, that's c to the 1, and there'll be nothing left on the bottom, so that's going to be our answer. We can simplify it a bit further by getting rid of that 1 because it doesn't need to be there. X to the 10, y to the 5 times c.